stadium too. Stadium pulse damage.
This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Paul.
Yeah, his leg didn't nothing. I don't think probably be 90 overall. I need to find me a 2-star team to play with.
Get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Oakland. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wide receiver comes in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. Lets it fly. Complete downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Johnson looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. And off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And they try to run that sweep out route. I like going to the wide side of the field, getting somebody the ball that can really, really run. Just got to block it up a little better. Give him a chance to at least get that edge, and then he might be able to do some more damage.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
That
was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He gets a block. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end.
Come on,
and he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was all me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Johnson wants to throw it. Under fire. It's caught downfield. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down.
They didn't block any of those.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Fires to the wideout. And the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
It was the safety, the point of the force of bubble.
And now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you can tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of
That's a bad move. I saw blitz and they pointed at the safety.
They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the shotgun, the inside give. Running to Green. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Oh, they're after him! Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. And the returner will be knocked down. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Send the tight end in motion. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got a chance. He's loose. They are on the move down to the 32.
Do a better job,
pick up another first down.
He didn't even touch you.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You're fooling me. You're fooled a lot.
Try to make up for some of that lost
Soft
ground on
fluids.
second
He
down.
made bad read.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Yeah.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punt.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I was controlling.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Vols come to the line needing just inches for the first down. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because
he's running free down the middle. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 10.
This is bullshit.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Vols.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
How in the world did he miss that? Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a scintillating big play. 83 yards on the touchdown pass. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Got enough for the first. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 10. And he rolls into the house.
Oh, the ball.
Touchdown.
He can run.
There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
You like that, Poop?
Lining up for the point after and the lead.
Green up the Brandon said he was
and they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. If only it were
Put the
always
screen
this
up
easy
because
for
Brandon
the
said he
offensive
wanted to watch some of the
coordinator.
gameplay while he was at work.
Big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that.
Looked like cool watch.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been
Did
able
somebody
to
else
find a way to
cross
get
with
their
him?
rhythm going.
He
here
ran
in the
into-
first
oh,
half. We just haven't
ran
seen it
into
in
the
the
guy
passing
cross.
game. That was a really good example of it
That's
again.
incidental,
If they're
man.
going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Gaines. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone.
Come on, man.
Great coverage, great break of the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and
That's
maybe
the
even take
second
that
one.
thing back to the house. But you gotta secure the
That's
catch. We like to hit people
okay. So
more,
they
we
said
like to
there's
catch
no
people.
more drop INTs.
They'll
EA
spread the
said that.
defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. To throw, it's Aguilar. Throws to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
I was
We're at
picking
the
these
2-minute
passes out.
timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Vols will call on their punt team.
Get away.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Man, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Off play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got a little space. There he goes. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good.
County on the Jets. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Wildcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He'll take it himself. Runs through the tackle. They get him on the ground, but not before he
they did at this new people where they got you see dirt on
this
the
guy's a
jersey.
weapon
That's
throwing it
cool.
and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a
dirty as
spy
hell.
defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a...
And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Nice.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
He'll try to tack on one more.
So I'm Kansas State and Brock's Tennessee.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's going to let it go. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete.
Well, you about to get benched, buddy.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Come back to it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Bringing the heat. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Just need a little practice. You'll be all right.
And here comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll cut this lead down to 5. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Fielded in the end zone, it's Edwards. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. Coming out with it, it's Bishop. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They keep it on the ground to open the third. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
The Volunteers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Got room at the 35. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They were able to do whatever they wanted the last time they had it. They put together some runs, they completed some passes, and they put a touchdown on the board. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the option. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. By making something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Edwards. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Power football with the run. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Going to the running game. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Johnson looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that now, this guy's second sack of the game. We were talking to him leading up into this one. He said, you know, nobody respects my speed and nobody respects my athleticism. I don't think anybody thinks we can stop this guy, but I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And he has shown up today ready to wreck this game. He is having an outstanding day right now on defense.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the move? Warner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the kick.
He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Snagged in the middle. It's Staley. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Gonna take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Man, if he doesn't drop it, there's 2 picks and 2 consecutive drives. He was in great position to make another play, just couldn't secure the catch.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I like the idea defensively here, too, now. You got the lead. It's the second half. You can play more zone coverage. Trust your athletes on the back end to break on the ball and make something happen, like they did right there, forcing the incompletion.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Complete in the middle. Touchdown, Tennessee. Made the grab and then did the rest himself and then put points on the board. The big tight end always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. These guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw it to them and make big plays for them.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
Yeah.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Oh.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this. So defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
And the Wildcats are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. The play action fake. Looking deep. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Handoff from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this deep.
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep. It's a running room. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll try to get outside. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and lead the clock. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6.
Oh, okay.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Quickly complete. Big fella's not going to make it to the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the third down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Making side adjustments here. Johnson looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Kansas State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
boost for
And
running
that is a
back.
drive and score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And here's the third interception of the night. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wildcats!
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Getting set for the point after. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw at Aguilar. Throws for the tight end. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Time to take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Wide receiver going in motion. On the ground, it's Thomas. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Staley. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Unloads quickly. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And how about that? They throw a hitch route on 3rd to pick up the 1st. Quarterback, great job getting it out of his hands quickly. Awesome timing, no hesitation. And because of that, he put it on his guy quickly. He had some space, and he was able to turn upfield and get the 1st down.
The Vols have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the
Apparently,
score.
kick a field goal is
They're
going to be
definitely
harder
up
too.
against it. Time running out.
Same
Down 2
situation.
possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick.
I like
and take
that though,
possession
because I don't
right
have a
back.
hands team out there. It makes sense. Unless that's a tight end.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Wide open downfield. And the tackle was made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it for the late touchdown, but probably a little too late, barring just an epic finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside,
he's
get
looking
an
at the
onside
ball.
kick,
He wouldn't put
and
his hands up.
somehow, some way, make a big play.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. 15 seconds to play, and if they have a last gasp, they have to recover this onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll give it to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. There he goes! All out of space. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
He's getting dropped.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.